Welcome to Tech Numerology. We're looking at some of the real influencers in the tech industry. My name is Yogi Akal, and today we're looking at Mark Zuckerberg. Now, I have not looked at this birthday before. I just received it, so this is an immediate take on the birthday and what it means in his life, and perhaps there's a way you can connect to this as well. This is a very serious person. As playful as he may appear to be, this is a serious human being. Three things to note. First of all issues with mother were resolved the minute he was born. Most people, when they're born, they have issues to deal with, psychological issues in relationship to their family. There's leftover stuff, themes in their life. In this case, that simply doesn't exist, and if he tries to explore it, he'll just be wasting his time. He stands alone. In some ways, I met a man once who said he didn't have parents. He wasn't trying to eliminate them. He was in his 70s, and he just was trying to convince me over and over again that he was simply born and he wasn't born from anybody. It was a very odd conversation. But when I look at this numerology, it reminds me of that. This is a person who was simply born. Parents or no parents, he simply exists. He has a big heart. He has a powerful sense of leadership. He is highly creative, things I'm sure you already know about him. He has a nature, though, that has yet to be explored. And I think one of the reasons for that is that he, as a young child, perceived his life to be short, and his life has been lengthened. That happens. And now that his life has been lengthened, and it keeps being lengthened in 5-year increments, he has an opportunity now to be of greater service, not just in terms of business and in terms of influencing our culture, but in terms of direct aid. Not necessarily humanitarian aid, but direct intervention in situations where he can literally take the pain away from other people. Now, that may happen with some of the people around him. I imagine he has a very close circle. But I think that this is going to expand quite dramatically. This is not, as I say, a light person. I don't mean radiance. I mean, this is a very developed person. I'm not talking about one spirit better than another. That doesn't exist. Everybody has an equal potential and an equal sense of self when they start. But in this case, the destiny is, it's set every 5 years. And right now, let us say he's at the top of a mountain, he's about to come down the mountain, which is where everything happens. There's only one thing to look out for. Whenever you go against your heart, I'm not talking about emotionally. I'm talking about what you know, what you really, really know to be so. Whenever you go against that, you will step over yourself, trip over yourself. And that wastes a lot of time, energy, and money, and it makes you very susceptible, makes you very vulnerable. And that's not appropriate for you. You're not supposed to be vulnerable. I'm speaking now directly to Mark. This is a very important part of your life. You can afford to trust anybody you like, but I wouldn't recommend it. There's only one person you should trust in your life, just one. You can take a guess at who that might be. It's certainly not me. It's not your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. It's not your mate. It's really, really just you. Not from a sense of ego, but from a sense of knowing, just knowing. And when you go against that, you will fail. When you go with it, you still might stumble. There might be some problems along the way, but you will more likely than not move in the right direction. If you go too fast, too far, from the age 35 onwards, there may be some difficulty because people will be calling on you to do things, and you have to trust that gut. You've got to trust it. Now, one more thing is if you're interested in sports and people want you to play golf and this type of thing, I would encourage you to be multifaceted and to support sports in any way that you can. It's a good thing for you to do. Funny little quirky things about people sometimes. The rich and famous have a power like you. They have a power like me. The inside and outside have to match. My name is Yogi Akal. This is Tech Numerology. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next episode where we look at new influencers in the tech industry.